guys, this is Jason Merkel with Horizon Hobby. We're here today with the brand new E-flite Havoc Xe 80mm EDF. It's really exciting. We kind of teased this a little earlier in the week here at Nall. We're showing it off officially here. Now it's Thursday. It's on the website. So if you want to pre-order one, I recommend going there now, horizonhobby.com, or your favorite local hobby shop. Get your pre-order in now. It's going to be hot. A couple things that I've already seen people ask about. They wanted to know about the nose. We do have a plastic cap here to protect that. So it is protected. Some guys were speculating it might just be foam. It's not. We also have some plastic caps on the ventral fins back there, which are kind of important because you can bring this in on a landing and kind of keep the nose high and even drag those ventrals, even on approach, and then also when you're kind of rolling out. But you guys can see it's a good size model. 80mm power system, same power system that's in our F4, which we released recently. 12 blade fan, 100 amp ESC, 6S compatible power system. So this takes anywhere from a 4,000 up to an 8,000 milliamp battery setup. You can actually probably fit a bigger battery in there. We'll show you the battery compartment here in a minute. The performance is phenomenal. So top speeds, level flight, 120 to 130 miles per hour, in dive 140. Sometimes we've even got up to 150 miles per hour, which is pretty darn fast. But at the same time, it can slow down. So in typical kind of Havoc fashion, you can put the flaps down and kind of drag it around relatively slow, and then it's got a very wide envelope, of course, from slow speed to high speed. It does really wicked snap maneuvers and spins, things that other jets don't typically do. We also have the option, if you run a more than 7-channel or more receiver, you can mix in flaps and ailerons to have full span aileron. Truthfully, I don't think most of us can keep up with the roll rate when we have the full span ailerons active, but at the same time, it is an option that you have. We do have metal geared servos all the way around, already factory installed. We've got ball link linkages all around as well. Something that I really like about it is it comes out of the box and goes together with 9 screws. That's it. So you've got basically 4 screws on the stab. The stab is one piece. The vertical is already molded into the fuselage. Horizontal is one piece. 4 screws go into there. Then you've got 5 screws to put the wings on, or the wing. It's only one piece wing, and the wing does have the hands-free connection system. So that's nice because you don't have to plug in anything. There's all the connectors there for the retracts and the servos. You slide the wing into the saddle, put 5 screws in, you're done. So in 15 minutes, it comes out of the box, looks like this. So let me flip it over here and show you guys the bottom side. So in typical Havoc fashion, we don't have strut covers, we don't have gear doors. It's made to be a simple and very, very functional and reliable aircraft. We do have shock absorbing trailing link struts all around. So we've got them on the main gear and then also on the nose gear. And that helps because it makes it very, very grass and somewhat rough field capable. So a lot of guys they always ask that question, can I fly off the grass? And we've been flying it here off the grass, no problem. It obviously depends on your grass surface, if it's going to be good enough for you, but if you can watch our video that we did post today on YouTube, you'll notice that we're flying in grass that's actually taller than the main wheels. The wheels are completely sunk in the grass, there's a lot of ruts, and it still has enough power, and the trailing link struts have enough suspension to get the thing off the ground. It's no problem. So we've got, again, nose gear doors to keep things simple. We do have a separate servo in there for steering, so we've got 8 servos all around total. And again, you can see the wing goes on with just 5 bolts here. Very, very easy. The fan unit is accessible here, so you don't have to cut any hatches. If you ever needed to get to it, it's just 2 screws and you can pop that out. So for the guys that want to upgrade, I'm sure there will be guys that want to do that. It's very easy to get to the fan and power system here. So again, back on the power system, it is 6S compatible, and we've got it set up for a very wide range of batteries. So I'll take the hatch off there, and you guys can see I've got a 6S 5000 in there now, and there's tons of room. And so with a 6S 5000, which is what I think a lot of guys are going to use, with typical kind of flying, not full throttle the whole time, not throttling back really low for most of the flight, you're probably going to get anywhere from 5 minutes to 7 minutes. So it's a little bit longer flight time than typical 80mm class airplanes that are flying on a 6S battery. We've got a very efficient power system. Again, 12 blade 80mm fan. We've got the same motor and ESC that were in the F4, but we've got more performance in the F4 because the airplane's not as draggy. And so we've got again, pretty high top speeds in a dive, 140, 150. We got basically unlimited vertical. It depends on how good your battery is. So like this 6S 5000 30C Spectrum Smart Lipo, yes, it's only a 30C battery. It has plenty of power, and the thing has basically unlimited vertical. It just keeps going. And then I also brought, so I can show you guys, we've got our Spectrum Smart 7,000 milliamp battery. That fits in there, no problem. Something else that we've done is we've been running these 4000s. On the low end of the spectrum, if you want to keep things light, And let's say you have a lot of 70 millimeter ducted fans that you're flying 4000s or 4400s, 4500s in. Those batteries are perfect for this airplane as well. And so with the 4000, you still get solid flight time. And we've even taken 2 of these and put them in parallel and stuck them inside there. So you got 8000 milliamp. We've done that with our 3200s as well. And so you've got a very, very wide range of battery options available. A lot of space inside the battery compartment. Obviously the hatch is huge, so it's really easy to get inside of there. And we're really excited about it because it does offer more flight time than most ducted fans do. And to be honest, we've flown on a 7000 at about half throttle, and you can still loop from level flight at half throttle. We've actually gotten over 12 minutes of flight time. And so I know some guys say, well, that's not that remarkable. You're just throttling back and you're flying around at low throttle. Well, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, it's still capable of aerobatics because the power system is so efficient, the airframe is so efficient. You could do a 140 mile an hour pass and then throttle back and still get 12 plus minutes on a 7000. So it's got really good flight time. It's got the potential for better than average flight time. The way most people fly, I'd say again, most people are flying a 6S 5000. They're going to get in the neighborhood of 5 to 7 minutes. Yesterday I flew in the demo for about 6 minutes, and I think everybody was surprised. The other guys took off with the F-16 and the F-4, and they landed before I did. I took off before them. They landed. They took off after me, landed before I did. I landed after them, and everybody was surprised. They're like, wow, that was 6 minutes. And that was ripping by almost the whole flight full throttle. So it's really exciting because we got a very great power package in this thing. It's super easy to put together. It's a scaled down model of the Havoc, which is something I always wanted to own, but there's no way I could afford the big one. But now I can enjoy flying a Havoc in a smaller package. We've also seen some comments, some positive and negative comments on the trim scheme. Well, not really the trim scheme as much as the color. I gotta tell you guys, I know the green is a little unusual, but it is great for visibility. It is phenomenal to see this thing up in the air. At the moment, we are not planning on offering other color options, so I know some guys have said, well, I'm gonna hold out hope they're gonna do something else. We're not planning on it right now. I'm not saying it's impossible, but in the at least initial stages here, we're not gonna have another color variant available at all. So this is, again, available for pre-order today on horizonhobby.com. It's your favorite local hobby shop, your favorite online hobby shop. The Bind and Fly Basic, which comes with the 636 receiver with AS3X and Safe Select, that is $399.99. The plug and play version is $30 less. So no receiver is $369.99. Both versions will be available at the same time. We're taking pre-orders today, and then the first shipment is expected currently around the middle of July. And I can tell you that based on the response here at Joe Nall, based on the response we've seen online, I'm almost positive the first shipments are going to sell out. So if you want to make sure you get one in July and don't have to wait till August or September or whenever we end up getting them finally into open stock, I strongly recommend getting that pre-order in today. In most places like our website, you can put a pre-order in. You don't have to pay for it until it ships. So make sure you get your pre-order in ASAP. I think it's well worth it. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. We're going to be flying them in the noontime demo up at the top. We're going to hopefully have 4 or 5 of them at the same time flying around. And then there's also a cool demo they're going to do with all the Havocs. Where you got the little baby Havoc, as they call it now. You got the smaller, mid-size, and larger size turbine Havocs. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And we're glad to show it off here at Joe Nall. I think it's really exciting to show a product new for the first time and then show it in action firsthand.